All right, this is a video that I think has been a long time needed and just now getting around to making it, but now we'll have it. Let's talk just about gerunds. I was going to try to do gerunds, infinitives, and participles all in one video, and that would be too long. So let's just do gerunds. I am going to talk a little bit about diagramming them, even though I don't think you get to that until pace 11:15. But it's introduced earlier than that, and then we come back, talk about it again, and then have to diagram it. Let's talk first about what is a gerund. So a gerund is a type of verbal. There are three verbals: infinitives, participles, and gerunds. Verbal means that the root word is actually a verb. So words like singing, preaching, eating, sleeping, all of those are gerunds because the root word is a verb, and in fact you could use it as a verb. You know, I am sleeping. He is preaching. He was preaching. He will be preaching. So you can add, it could be the main verb. So it depends on how it's used in the sentence. That's the tough thing about English. This is why math is so much easier. I like math. There's so many always rules in math. If you do it right, you always get the right answer. In English, you wish you could just look at the word and say, whenever I see swimming, I know it's a verb. Not so. So in this case, words like that could actually function as nouns. Isn't that weird? So it has a verb as part of the root word. It always ends in ing. Okay, there's an always rule. I like that. One thing about gerunds is they always end in ing. They are always used as a noun. Okay? Now remember, nouns could be subjects, direct objects, could be an object of the preposition. There's lots of ways that gerunds can be used as a noun, but it's always in a noun position. So think about, I have a sentence here we're going to diagram in a minute. I enjoy reading mysteries. What if instead that said, I enjoy pizza? Pizza's a noun, right? I enjoy the beach. Beach is a noun. I enjoy, put your favorite food in there, put your favorite pet in there, activity. But see, if it ends in ing, you're not saying I am reading a book. You're saying I enjoy, and it's acting as the direct object of the sentence. So even though it looks like a verb, it ends in ing, and it's being used as a noun, so we say it is a gerund, okay? And again, that's one of those weird words that when you just see it, you wonder, how am I supposed to pronounce that? Gerund? No, gerund. That's one of the problems with pace is if you don't always learn how to pronounce words correctly, right? So here, reading is the gerund. Let's look at this one. Reading is my favorite evening activity. In this case, I'm using the same word, reading, and I'm putting it as the first word of the sentence, which means it is now the subject, okay? You could say, eating ice cream is my favorite evening activity. Watching a movie is my favorite, okay? Reading, I could have said reading my Bible, reading mysteries, reading whatever, but because it's acting as the subject followed by a verb, it is functioning as a noun. So again, it's a gerund if it ends in ing and if it functions as a noun. All right, one more thing. Let's go on and talk about diagramming. Whenever we diagram a gerund, we are going to put it on a stair. That's the best way I can describe it. It looks like a stair, and it's always being elevated. So it's like a stair lifted up in the air. It's kind of a weird picture here. But this pedestal then is going to sit on the sentence diagram graph wherever it's functioning as a noun. So it could be in the position of a subject or as a direct object. Let's do this one as the direct object. All right. I Enjoy. What do you enjoy? All right, so whatever comes here is the direct object. Subject, verb, here's the direct object, so we're going to do a stare. Elevate it onto the position where the direct object would be, and now we write the word reading, and it kind of flows down and around, okay? Kind of curved. It has to sit on the point of the stare. Now, because we're enjoying mysteries, that actually we have to extend this line, and we're going to put mysteries here. Okay? Down here, let's see what we're going to do. Is the subject. Now, because that's a linking verb, we're going to do the slanted line. We're going to do activity. My favorite evening. Okay? All of those describing activity. What do we do with reading? We're going to put it on a stair step, pedestal, and write reading. And if we said reading mysteries, then we would have to make that line longer, put mysteries on that line. But again, it's always elevated, and it's a stair step. So when we think of gerunds, think of a stair on a pedestal. Always ing, always noun. All right. There are some other verbals that end in ing that do not function in this way. Those are called participles. We'll do that one third. Now we'll do that one next. We'll do participles next. And then we'll do infinitives third. All right, get ready for 7B.